Welcome back, everybody. Level M Diecast. Feeling a little bit under the weather still, but we are going to get a video out for you today. We're going to finally get to these Greenlight cars I've been having sitting around for a while. I do apologize how long it's taken. So we're going to have a pretty nice mix. This is the 63 Impala SS 409 convertible from Barrett Jackson Series 10. I'm going to crack that guy open for sure. Not an actual convertible, but you know, still looks pretty good. Another one on the veins of that one. Take a look at this 63 Impala. This is the hardtop from Starsky and Hutch. This is from Greenlight Hollywood. Special release. So kind of a individual Starsky and Hutch release on that. 70 Charger Hemi RT. This is from Barrett Jackson Series 10 as well. So this one in this nice lime green with a kind of a cream top. Looks pretty good. Some Euro love here. We do have a 75 Volkswagen Rabbit. This is from V-Dub Series 14. This is the only casting we collect here from Club V-Dub on the channel. So we try to get every single Volkswagen Rabbit or Golf or GTI or, you know. This one, been waiting for this one for a minute. Series 13, this is the 89 Ford Taurus with a sales associate. Looks so appropriate. Some guy in the 80s trying to sell you a Ford Taurus. Of course, this regular Ford Taurus with hubcaps on it. Can't wait. Can't wait. Another one from Hobby Shop Series 13. This is the 99 R34 Skyline with Advan colors, but STP on the side, which I think is just weird. I just think that's weird. But you guys can tell me what you think about that one. A little bit more Nissan and JDM style of love. We do have this Chrome Edition BRE 370Z. Picked this one up. It was super cheap, so I picked this one up. So we'll take a look at that guy. And then, of course, we got some Hot Pursuit. This is the Mississippi Highway Patrol 2020 Dodge Charger Highway Patrol. This is from Series 42. So as you guys know, my light bar on this one's a little messed up. So we crack them open. Hopefully it's not too bad. And then the very final one we're going to take a look at, old school New York State Police 85 Diplomat, also from Series 42, looks pretty good as well. So let's grab our scissors and chop, chop, chop. All right, everybody, we're going to kick this off. 1963 Chevy Impala SS 409 convertible in blue with a matching blue interior and, of course, blue wheels on it. Looks fantastic. This is a convertible, although, you know, the top doesn't come off. Casting is made exactly like the hardtop. They just paint them up, whether it's convertible or hardtop. It kind of works the same way. I just think it's easier for, you know, diecast manufacturers to do stuff like that because then they don't have to make brand new castings. This one looks fantastic. Chrome bumpers front and rear. Do like the hubcaps on the wheels. Looks very, very good. Super nice interior. It's a pretty good model. This one is a little bit, you know, deluxe, I should say. It does have opening hood. So get that hood open for you. It rolls around there. I really like when they paint the surround in there black because that's pretty accurate. It really shows detail. Shows that they, you know, try to put some time into it rather than just sticking with the blue that, you know, the model is painted up. So I think it looks pretty good. Got that nice orange block down in there. So hood works very, very nicely. There is a couple of nice details on the side, especially on the side here. Very difficult to read, but there is some print in the script. Your Impala logo on the side looks pretty good. Take a look at our number. It is etched. Looks like 4308 is the number. Yes, this guy is ready for a tow hitch, but he does not have a tow hitch. And then just those nice details on the front look fantastic. Just standard Barrett Jackson on the plate, I think is perfectly fine. All right, next we're going to take a look at. This one is also a 63 Impala. This one is a little different. It's not an SS 409 or anything like that. This one's probably just base model, just, you know, bottom of the barrel. You know, it's standard, you know, green, like not even a pastel green. It's just a bland green. I mean, it's a gloss green, but it's, oh man, it's just dull. Now, what I find interesting about this particular model is it's blue interior. It's not the same in blue interior as the other one we just looked at, because originally I thought they were the same. Maybe they were doing cost cutting between the two, because these were made at the roughly the same time. But nope, it is a blue interior. I have not seen Starsky and Hutch, so maybe the real one on Starsky and Hutch is blue interior. If that is the case, then of course it is accurate. Again, the hood does open. So throw that on there. See the differences between that one and the other one. So the other one had a little bit, nicer colored air cleaner. That one's a little bit duller colored. But they're basically the same. Orange block and the silver colored air cleaner. So it looks pretty good. Still has those nice hubcaps on it, which I think is a fantastic detail. Really like that a lot. A lot of detail around just the window linings and stuff like that. Always like that too, especially on the back there, which is pretty nice. See what number we have on this particular one. This one is probably going to be etched in the same spot. Get some glare in there. Looks like maybe 350. Could be 1350, but I'm thinking it's 350. So that's a pretty low number. So that's pretty cool. Kind of cool getting 350 for a Chevy, even though this doesn't have a 350 in it. This guy does have plate detail on it. You guys, I always point that out to everybody. But this is based on an actual real car from a movie. So, of course, it's going to have plate detail on there for sure. All right, keeping it going with the classics. 1970 Dodge Charger Hemi RT. Very interesting color combination on this one. It's like a lime green, and then you got the two black stripes on the hood, a cream vinyl top, I believe that is, and then the white stripe around the trunk in the back. It's a very, very interesting combination. Looks like some American Racing or Kragers on there. Looks pretty good. Does have some print on the tires. Take a look at that. This one does have hood pins. It is decorated up for hood pins. It looks really good. I just think the combination is a very interesting combination. And, of course, it's a real car. This one really crossed the block at Barrett-Jackson. So somebody wanted to paint it up like that. So that's what they did. Now, this one also does have an opening hood, although this one will not open as easy. So I got to pull it off the screen real quick. Crack it open. And then we'll throw it down there so you guys can take a look at it. Super happy that the hoods stay up, though, because the hoods, make a big difference. Look down in there. Pretty standard, all that green around there doesn't look as good, if they would have painted it black or something. But if the real car is green with all the fender linings and stuff in there, then, it is what it is. But, just my personal opinion, I think it looks a little bit better when they paint the surround in black. It looks a little bit better. So, throw the hood down. One thing I just noticed as the camera rolled around there is some Hemi that is kind of ghosted in those two black stripes, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool, actually. Taking a look at our base here, the number is down there in the corner, so 4288 or 4289. Pretty high number. You see this guy is not decoed up for a trailer hitch, which is exactly how it should be. Deets on there. Looking pretty good. All right, we're going to move up a little bit in the era. Not by much, by just 5 years. 1975 Volkswagen Rabbit. Absolutely love these wheels. I absolutely love these gold and chrome-lipped, lace wheels. They look so good. I think they could put these wheels on a lot of different cars. They would still all look good. Very 1970s, especially with that colored stripe on the side. It is in a eggshell white. It looks the part. It looks so good. I really like this. And the good thing about this casting, too, is that the hood does open. We'll let it just rotate just a little bit longer. I'll pull the hood up for you guys. I've always liked this casting. I've collected it since they came out with it. There's a bazillion different versions that they can do. They do the Golf, the Rabbit, the GTIs. They do racing versions, all kinds of stuff like that. Looks super, super good. This one, the hood will sort of kind of open nicely. There we go. This one is quite detailed under the hood. Looks exceptionally well, in my opinion. There are differences underneath the hood sometimes with particular versions, but for the most part, they're relatively, in line with each other. Pretty three-dimensional in there, but some extra printing and stuff like that looks pretty good. So I do like this one. Black interior. No mirrors on this particular model. No plate detail in the back. Pretty nice deets in the front. It's that awesome wheel. Looks so good. Just love that wheel. Take a look at our base deets. 4040 is the number. So not too fancy on the plate or the base details. And of course, this guy is not done up for a trailer hitch, which is the way that it should be. All right, we're going to flip the script. Bet you guys didn't see that one coming. 1985 Dodge Diplomat in old school New York State Trooper deco. This dark blue with the yellow striping on the side. I think it looks pretty cool. Very period specific, obviously. Greenlight doesn't just put modern decos on old cars like some other manufacturers do. They do very realistic stuff. This one does not have any opening or moving features. However, this one has a ton of detail on the front. One of my favorite castings from Greenlight. Whether they do the Fury or the Diplomat, doesn't matter. Not a beautiful car in real life. Not a beautiful car. I'm the first one to admit it's not a beautiful car. But as this 1/64 scale model, it is absolutely top notch. Absolutely fantastic. And not that many people have actually ever tried to do the Diplomat or the Grand Fury. I think Fresh Cherries did it, from Motormax from 10 years ago or so. But this one is definitely by far the best. There is the deco on the side. Looks pretty good. Do you like the wheels? Just the way it sits is fantastic. You see all that awesome Greenlight quality with the foggy windows. Gotta love it. And that's all on the inside of the window. So even if I was to rub that, it doesn't do anything. So that is on the inside of the casting. So it will be like that, unfortunately, forever. Nice deets on the back. This guy does get a plate because it is a actual, actual cruiser. Take a look at our base deets on this one. It is etched in there. Looks like 3096. So pretty high number on this one. Of course, this guy is done up for a trailer hitch. This is something I would definitely expect to see in hitch and haul at some point in time. So who knows? Maybe it'll be sooner than later. All right, we're going to roll with the police cruisers. And of course, we only have one more police cruiser to go. And good old Greenlight quality has struck us yet again here at Level M. This 2020 Dodge Charger, you can see on the top all the residue around the light bar and the fact that it's crooked. Looks like it came off in the factory. They tried to fix it or do something and it didn't set right. A bunch of glue, residue and whatnot. And if you look through the windshield, you will see there is a piece of plastic on the interior. More than likely from where that light bar was attached to the roof. So, unfortunately, this one will have to be replaced at some point. But at least we get to take a look at the rest of the model itself. Of course, this is Mississippi State Troopers. Very interesting. It is like solid black wheels or windows except for the front windshield. Like all the windows are like 100% tint. It's very, very weird. Very weird that they did that. I'm not familiar with Mississippi State Patrol, but if that's the way that they do their trooper cars, let me know. Drop a comment because that would be kind of an interesting thing to know. I don't like these wheels on this Charger. I don't like them at all. I think this is the first time we've ever seen this wheel on the Charger. Does not look good. They look too small. They sit too far in. There's way too much wheel gap. I mean, they just sit so far in from the fenders. It does not look good. But this one does have the push bar on the front, which is pretty nice. The Charger also does have an opening hood. So we'll get that open real quick. And see if we can get it just sit there. So that is just the standard 5.7 Hemi that is under the hood. No, they don't have a Hellcat for the Charger Police. At least not that I'm aware of. And they don't do the 392 either. But they do the 5.7 Hemi. This guy is equipped with it. The hood opens relatively well. Sometimes they don't stay up on the Charger particularly. Fortunately, this one stayed up so that you guys can take a look at that underneath the hood. Pretty rudimentary, but it's still there. That is a separate piece for the motor, at least. See, now the hood doesn't want to close. So, get a little creative with it. See if I get it to close real quick. There we go. All right. Now, take a look at our base deets. See this one. I get this to, it can't be the number, can it? 10,422. Wow, it's a pretty high number. So it must have been getting towards the end of the run, and they were just like, you know what, just let it go. Like, it's a quality issue. It's terrible. We don't care. Let it go. This guy is not done up for a trailer hitch, which is the way it should be. There is the deets on the back. You see how far in those wheels sit? It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Look at that. It's absolutely terrible. This is definitely not a good version of the Charger at all. I do like that, though. A little detail on the side. It kind of shows how many cars he's busted or whatnot. That's kind of cool. But other than that, this one does not look very good. I got a particularly bad version, so can't really ride home with that one because this one does suck. I'll just be honest with you. All right, everybody, we're going to move on to some, not JDM love, but could be some JDM love. We're going to take a look at this 2019 BRE 370Z Chrome Edition. This is a hobby exclusive, technically. I get that through M&J, the Miho exclusives. I picked this one up because it was cheap. It was just, I think I got it for like $5. I do collect the 370Z, although I don't have every single version. But I do like them. I don't like the fact that this one doesn't have any headlight print on it. And that's just the way it is. That's just how they did it up. It has taillights and stuff on it, but it just doesn't have the headlight prints. And I'm not really sure why. It does look good in the BRE Deco. Only the red is chrome, though. Nothing else on there is chrome. The blue's not chrome. It's not white chrome, quote unquote. White's not chrome, but you know what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay. I can see why this thing was cheap. It was basically on sale. They're just trying to get rid of it. Didn't really hit the marks, I don't think. But I think, Greenlight's just trying to cash in on that whole BRE craze. It doesn't open, doesn't do anything. So it does have, the chrome. Doesn't look too bad. It's okay. The wheels are okay as well. Not fancy. Take a look at the base. Flip this guy around the correct way. See, 2288 is the number. So, pretty average number. And then, of course, not done up for a trailer hitch. And then, of course, literally no headlight prints. They're there for a print. They're just no prints. So, it's just weird. I think it's weird. All right. We're going to move on to our other JDM, which literally is because you can't get this in the U.S. This is the R34. It does come with a Stig figure, whatever you want to call it. Not really the Stig, but you guys know what I'm saying. So, this one's okay. It literally is sporting the Advan colors in the Advan scheme. 100%. Now, I don't know if Greenlight originally was trying to do this because Greenlight did end up coming out with a Mini Cooper that is Advan decoed. Literal, legit Advan deco. So what I'm wondering is if maybe the license just wasn't ready. They needed to get this to market. They figured out some other license they had because the STP just doesn't work. It just does not work. It doesn't match. It doesn't look good. It's not STP colors. So I'm very interested on what happened with this one. Hopefully at some point in time I can figure out, what the backstory is, I guess you can say. I've never been a fan of this casting from Greenlight. I don't think it's a good casting. It's pretty small. They did try to pack a lot of detail in there. It does have itty bitty, teeny tiny side mirrors on it. Teeny tiny. But other than that, it just does not look good to me. It's just not a very good casting. But if this would have been decoed up with Advan, I think there could have been some there. So, I couldn't remember if this guy had an opening hood. I think he does. Let's see. Yep, he does have an opening hood. So, there you go. That looks pretty good. I do like that detail. That's a pretty nice addition in there. So, just wanted to showcase that. I couldn't remember if he had an opening hood or not, but he does. Opens relatively well. This one is printed 5191. I do like the fact that they do paint that rear valance on there. It is important, in my opinion. It makes the rear end really, come together. And then, of course, that front valance just comes down separate from the base. So, and yes, this guy is not decoed up with a trailer hitch because not supposed to be. All right, everybody. I had to save the best for last because this is the one that I am just flabbergasted about. I can't even believe this is just a real thing right now. 1989 Ford Taurus. And yes, you even get the salesman to sell it to you. Such a ridiculous casting in just a base model. This is like a Taurus GL. Just hubcaps and all. It's literal hubcaps on this car. And we're going to take a look at those here in a minute because I'm just this is awesome. This is awesome. I know you guys are probably like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm never going to buy that. I'm never going to do anything with that Taurus. I think this is so cool. It's so out of left field. You know we love stuff out of left field here at Level M, and this one hits it right on the nail. One swing all the way through the 2x4. Just bam, done. When they first announced this, I knew they were going to do RoboCop. That was so much a given. But then when they were like, hey, we're also going to put in Hobby Shop, and I'm like, psh, that means they're basically doing just a regular civilian, everyday drive off the lot version, and bam, there you go. Even has all the gray bumpers and all that stuff. Trim and everything. And this one is a fantastic version. This one looks like there's no quality issues to it. Super, super stoked about that. Those are those ridiculous hubcaps. They even say Taurus on them. It is a Taurus GL. There you go. Taurus GL. Oh, man, it's so ridiculous. Look at that. Looks just, oh, man. Old school Ford and everything. Those crappy taillights. I love it. I love every bit of this casting. This is so good. Then, of course, that center part in there with the grill. The actual grill is technically at the bottom. Even have that decoed up a little bit. Headlights look good. Yes, this guy is hitched up for a trailer. Hopefully, they don't actually put this in hitched, hitch and all, because it ain't going to fit. But 1223 is the number. Oh, man, it looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. The stance is just amazing. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. All right. So we're just going to say, what's our top? Well, of course, the Taurus is going to stay on. The Taurus has to stay. I love the Fury for sure. And then I know you guys are probably expecting more Mopar love, but to be honest with you, that SS 409 is off the chain. Off the chain. Such a ridiculously good casting. So there you go. There is the caught up of the Greenlight. Finally get those on the channel. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for your patience. Let me know if you have any comments about those models, and we'll catch you next time. Level M.cast. Peace.